Breaking, Coco Gauff sets her sights higher. The future tennis superstar's bold ambition revealed. Under Miami's sun, a 21-year-old Coco Gauff finishes another grueling practice session. Sweat trickles down her face, the sound of tennis balls echoing through the court like a heartbeat. She takes a deep breath, gazing at the distant horizon. There's a new fire in her eyes, one not just fueled by victory, but by vision. Winning a Grand Slam was only the beginning, she says with a quiet smile. I want more. I want to change the game forever. Those words capture the essence of Coco Gauff. Bold, fearless, and destined to transcend the boundaries of tennis itself. Her journey from a teenage prodigy to a global icon has been nothing short of cinematic. But now, her ambitions stretch far beyond trophies and titles, into something much greater. This is a story of how Coco Gauff, the future tennis, is daring to dream bigger than ever before. The rise of a prodigy. The world first met Coco Gauff in the summer of 2019, when a 15-year-old American walked onto Wimbledon's iconic grass courts and defeated Venus Williams. That match was more than an upset. It was a passing of the torch. The way Coco moved, fearless and fluid, left the crowd stunned. Her poise, maturity, and fire reminded the world of a young Serena Williams. But even then, she insisted she didn't want to be the next anyone. I want to be the first Coco Gauff, she said, smiling into the cameras. From that moment, the legend began. The girl from Delray Beach became a household name overnight. Her story, a mix of youthful brilliance, family faith, and undeniable charisma, resonated worldwide. But fame, as she would soon learn, came with its own challenges. The weight of greatness. After her breakout, expectations soared. Every match, every move, every loss was magnified. People wanted instant dominance. Another Serena, another Venus, another phenomenon who could carry the weight of an entire sport. But Coco was still growing. There were heartbreaks, early exits, tough losses, moments of doubt. Yet through it all, she remained remarkably grounded. Her parents, Candy and Corey Gauff, made sure of that. They reminded her that her worth wasn't tied to wins, but to how she carried herself. We told her, it's not about being perfect. Her father once said, it's about staying true to who you are. And Coco did. She studied. She read. She listened. She matured, not just as a player, but as a person. By 2023, the world saw a new Coco Gauff, stronger, wiser, hungrier. The breakthrough that changed everything. It happened in New York, at the U.S. Open, under the lights of Arthur Ashe Stadium. Coco Gauff wrote the next great chapter of American tennis. She stormed through the draw, defeating top seeds with a mix of athletic brilliance and emotional poise. When she clinched match point in the final, dropping to her knees in disbelief, the roar of 24,000 fans filled the night sky. Tears streamed down her face. She looked up, hands trembling, whispering, "Thank you, God." That night, Coco became the youngest American to win the U.S. Open since Serena Williams. It was more than a victory. It was a statement. When you fall down, you have to get back up, she told the crowd in her speech. You can't let other people's expectations define your limits. Those words resonated deeply, especially with a generation of young athletes watching her journey unfold. But even as the celebrations continued, Coco's mind was already looking ahead, the ambition beyond the court. When asked what's next, most champions say they want to keep winning. Coco Gauff says she wants to keep evolving. Her ambitions go far beyond the baseline. She's spoken openly about wanting to change how tennis is seen, to make it more inclusive, more global, more connected to the youth. She dreams of inspiring more girls, especially young black girls, to believe that they, too, belong in elite spaces. Tennis changed my life, she said in a 2025 interview. But I want to make sure it changes more lives, not just mine. Her plan isn't just about winning titles. It's about building a legacy. She's already investing in youth programs, mentoring junior players, and working with schools to provide free access to tennis facilities in underserved communities. And off the court, she's finding her voice, speaking up on issues from education to equality to mental health. Sports shouldn't exist in a bubble, she said. If you have a platform, You should use it to make things better. This is Coco's next mission, to become not just a tennis legend, but a leader, a force for progress. The pressure, the pinnacle. Yet, as with all great dreams, the higher she climbs, the harder the fall can be. Coco's success has made her both admired and scrutinized. Every word she says is dissected, every misstep magnified. But what makes her remarkable is how she handles it. Not by retreating, but by rising. She's become a master focus. On match days, she often arrives early, headphones on, mind locked in. She journals before matches, writing affirmations to remind herself who she is. My biggest opponent isn't the girl across the net, she once said. It's a voice inside that says I can't. Her maturity at such a young age is what separates her. She's not playing for validation anymore. She's playing for vision, the mentor within. Something extraordinary happened after her U.S. Open win. Coco began mentoring others. Younger players started looking up to her not just as a star, but as a guide. She often texts rising athletes before their big matches, offering encouragement and advice. One of her men said, "Coco makes you believe that your dream isn't crazy. She tells you to own your story." That sense of community is rare in an individual sport like tennis. But Coco thrives on it. She believes in lifting others even as she climbs. It's the same energy that legends like Serena Williams and Billie Jean King once brought. The blend of athletic excellence and social awareness that changes the world of sports from within. The dream that never ends. Now, as she sets her sights on new heights, another Grand Slam, a WTA Finals crown, Olympic gold. Coco Gauff carries something more important than ambition. She carries belief. She believed that the next Serena or Federer could come from anywhere, from a park in Ghana, a court in India, or a schoolyard in South Carolina. And she wants to make sure those dreams have space to grow. That's her true mission, to turn her story into a spark for millions of others. I don't want to be remembered just for winning, she says. I want to be remembered for what I stood for and who I helped along the way. Those are the words of someone who's not just chasing greatness, but redefining it. Epilogue. The sky isn't the limit. As the sun sets on another day of practice, Coco sits quietly courtside. Her racket rests beside her, her mind already plotting the next step. The crowd may see her as a superstar, the girl who conquered the U.S. Open and carries the future of tennis on her shoulders. But Coco sees herself as a student still learning, still growing, still dreaming. She smiles, looking at the empty court where her future will continue to unfold. This is just the beginning, she whispers. There's so much more to do. And that's the truth about Coco Gauff. She isn't just playing to win. She's playing to change the world. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.